a corrections officer that occurred at the Madison County Detention Center after his arrest. Lawyers representing Gilday have entered a not guilty plea on all accounts, arguing Gilday's mental health. Gilday's next court appearance is scheduled for March 17th at 10 a.m. Earlier this week, Wesley Morgan also filed a civil wrongful death suit against Gilday, his mother, and other unnamed defendants seeking compensatory and punitive damages in this case. Well, a former McCreary County Superintendent, John Gunn, was arrested Tuesday after police say he showed up at a school board building armed with a gun. The school board had voted the night before to accept Gunn's resignation as superintendent. Gunn was armed with a gun when he was captured on surveillance video attempting to enter the building shortly after 6 a.m. this Tuesday morning, according to an arrest citation. According to that citation, Gunn admitted to having the gun and was arrested and charged with illegally possessing a weapon on school grounds. Well, the Richmond Police Department is asking for your assistance in identifying this vehicle and subject that is being sought regarding a recent theft investigation. If you know the identity of the person in the photo or recognize the car, you are asked to please contact Richmond Police at 859-624-4776. You, of course, can remain anonymous. An investigation is being conducted by Officer Foster of the Richmond Police Department. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet advises motorists that a lane closure will be in effect tomorrow for continued work on that pedway on the Eastern Bypass. The lane closure will be in place between Lancaster Avenue and Veterans Boulevard. All work closures are scheduled on a tentative basis and is subject to change depending on weather emergencies and other factors beyond the control of the Department of Highways. If you are planning to take that road tomorrow, you might want to take an alternate route to save yourself some time. Well, in a story we brought you here Monday on Live at 5, we're learning more about a shooting that happened in Lexington. Oscar Daniel Wilds is believed to have forced his way into a home on Jewett Creek Drive near Jacobson Park shortly after midnight on Monday. When police arrived, they discovered Wilds, 19, with multiple gunshot wounds from the homeowner. Friends and family questioned the label of burglar to our media partner, LEX 18. Miss Wild, Daniel's mother, sat down with LEX 18 and shared what they knew about that night. Wilds describes her son as happy, hilarious, an animal lover with adoring friends and family. While her son may have been under the influence, Wilds believes the evidence will show that this was an accident. Meanwhile, she is pleading with people not to judge Daniel based on the last 10 minutes of his life. Daniel lived in the neighborhood, and his family believes he mistook that home for his own. Police report that the investigation is still ongoing, and they have no further information to release. They also stated that prematurely disclosing information could jeopardize that investigation. And they did point out that burglary and robbery have different definitions. Robbery in Kentucky means that there is or was or could be proven intent to steal or take something directly from someone using force, threats, or violence. In Kentucky, burglary is defined as unlawfully entering or remaining in a building without or with the intent to commit a crime. It is considered burglary whether or not a person eventually commits that crime. Breaking in or entering through an unlocked door can both result in burglary charges. In any case, Kentucky's Stand Your Ground law allows residents to use lethal force against intruders who they believe are breaking into their home. Wild says it's too early to pass judgment on either side, and the family is hoping to grieve in peace until police release further information. Of course, we're going to keep following that story right here on WBON TV Channel 9. Well, one local police department is getting some extra protection for their four-legged officer. Somerset Police Department officials announced on Monday that K9 Joker had received a custom-made bulletproof vest. The vest was obtained thanks to various donations and supporters. According to police, Joker will now be able to serve and protect his community in a safer manner. It's a cute pupper there. Look at Joker. Well, Laurel County Sheriff John Root reports that Laurel Sheriff's Deputy Robert Reed and Detective Jake Miller investigated an assault that occurred outside a mobile home trailer park approximately 2 miles south of London at 9:45 a.m. on Tuesday. Investigators discovered that Joshua Bowling, 24 of London, allegedly stabbed a male subject 5 times and then slashed his back with a knife. The victim sought treatment at a nearby hospital for his injuries. Joshua Bowling was arrested on the warrant obtained by the Laurel Sheriff's Detective Robert Reed, charging Bowling with attempted murder. Bowling was also charged on a Whitley District Court complaint warrant on arrest, charging criminal mischief 1st degree, disorderly conduct 2nd degree, assault 2nd degree. Bowling is lodged in the Laurel County Correctional Center. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We've got weather, sports, and a whole lot more right here on Live at 5.
At Fast Flow Plumbing, you aren't sending your money to Texas and Florida to the big corporate plumbing companies. We're local, and that allows us to invest in the latest technologies like Permaliner for no-dig sewer replacements, which we warranty for 20 years. Fast Flow is the future of plumbing. Don't destroy your landscaping and finished basement because a plumber tells you he has to replace your sewer. Keep your home beautiful. Call a local pro at Fast Flow.
If you've dreamed of a job where you can help keep your family and community safe while planning for the future, then you need to check out the Fayette County Detention Center.
We're starting out $20 an hour. We have 8 paid holidays, 120 hours of sick time and vacation time a year. When you work a holiday, you actually make double pay. Our retirement is at 25 years. If you start out at 21, you'll be fully retired at 46, 25, fully retired at 50. Fayette County Detention Center is an amazing place to work.
Hi there, I'm Alan Feldhouse Jr., head basketball coach at Madison Central High School. Here at MCHS, we have built a winning team. I'd like to tell you about another local winning team, family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. They specialize in roofing, general construction, and home maintenance services. Just like on the court, you need a team that will work together to get the job done, and that's exactly what BRC does. Give them a call at 859-353-1133. Road Tribe.
Now is the perfect time to apply for seasonal positions with Richmond Parks and Rec. Positions include Adventure Falls manager and workers, Paradise Cove managers and workers for the front desk and concessions, summer camp director and workers, umpires and scorekeepers for the adult softball season, and seasonal maintenance. Positions are also available for lifeguarding. To apply for those positions, email hiring@bluegrasspools.com. For our other positions, visit richmond.ky.us or find Parks and Rec on social media at Richmond KY Parks.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. What a day, what a day, what a day. I hope that you got out and enjoyed it. I took a little lunch and drove around with the windows down because it was absolutely beautiful, especially for February. We've got meteorologist Susie Martin in the Weather Center. She's going to let us know how long this stretch is going to last.
Thank you so much, Gwendolyn, from the Bluegrass Restoration and Construction Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Susie Martin. A wind advisory remains in effect through 1 a.m. tonight due to these strong winds, gusts to up to 50 miles per hour. But we will be seeing those winds subsiding, rain threats for tonight. And then, of course, this incredible warmth that's been gripping the region with the potential for more records for tomorrow. Very warm conditions. We've got rain really pushing through the area tonight. And even again with the winds, it's going to be a windswept rain. Very, very mild temperatures, as you can see, as we only dip down into the 60s. The winds will be quite strong, but after midnight, we'll really start to see those winds subsiding, as projected wind gusts will be at between about 20 to 30 miles per hour. So these wind advisories are expired. Well, this wind advisory expires at 1 a.m. and then after that, it'll still be breezy, but not as windy as it's been. That said, as we look at our setup for tomorrow, we do have this cold front sliding into the region here. Winds, less moisture to contend with out ahead of this. So we are dealing with lack of rain, if you will, with that next boundary. But again, those showers will be expected overnight, passing through to our south and east, and then very limited moisture thereafter. So not a whole lot going on in terms of rain. We'll be tracking some of the wind, though. And again, we will be cooling down. But we have at least one more warm day with overnight lows down into the 60s, Irvine down to 63, 62 in Berea, and high temperatures tomorrow in the upper 70s. Again, in record territory. We may even hit those 80s from Boonville into Stanton. Very warm indeed, with temperatures running a good almost 30 degrees above the average. As we look at the extended forecast, cooling with highs in the 50s for Friday, overnight lows down to the 30s. For this weekend, we're tracking some showers, temperatures rebounding Monday with a high of 70. Back to you, Gwendolyn.
Thanks, Susie. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and, of course, WBONTV.com. Well, a school bus has emerged from the ditch after becoming stranded on the outer loop of New Circle Road today. The incident occurred between Young Drive and Creative Drive this morning. The Lexington Fire Department reported that 42 people were on board that bus, including 40 children, a school monitor, and a bus driver. According to officials, no one was injured in that accident. According to the Fayette County Public School System, Superintendent Dr. Liggins says the bus driver will be subjected to a drug test and screening. The bus will be put through mechanical testing, and also according to Dr. Liggins, preliminary investigation indicates that the bus driver did everything correctly. As of 9:30 this morning, the school bus had been pulled out of the ditch and driven away, and the traffic on New Circle Road had reopened. Dr. Liggins stated that school resumed as usual on Wednesday, but parents did stop by to check on their kids. Well, a Laurel County man is facing a slew of charges following a wild series of events that landed him in jail. Members of the Laurel County Drug Interdiction Task Force set up a traffic safety checkpoint at the intersection of Kentucky 30 and Slate Lick Road shortly after 1 a.m. Tuesday morning. According to officers, a red pickup truck approached that checkpoint and the driver refused to roll down his window before speeding away, nearly hitting several officers. The driver took off down Slate Lick Road before collapsing and colliding with a tree head-on. He was able to escape the truck and flee on foot, leading cops through a field and jumping a nearby creek. When officers apprehended the suspect, namely Timothy Rader, 58 of London, were told he tried to kick and fight them before being taken into custody. When police returned to search his truck, they discovered a pistol and discovered he was a convicted felon, which means he is not legally allowed to possess the gun. Rader was also wanted on outstanding warrants. Rader is charged with 5 counts of wanton endangerment on a police officer, fleeing or evading police in a vehicle and on foot, resisting arrest, possession of a handgun by a convicted felon, reckless driving, and criminal mischief in the most recent case. He was also charged with failing to appear in court on assault and terroristic threatening charges on his outstanding warrants. He was transported to the Laurel County Correctional Facility. With that, we're going to take another quick break. We've got Dawson Roll. He's in with sports coming up right after this.
The City of Richmond Stormwater Management Program works to protect our waterways from pollution and to help citizens with stormwater runoff and flooding. Stormwater is the rain and snow that runs off rooftops, roads, sidewalks, and other surfaces that cannot absorb water, which affects water quality. The City of Richmond Stormwater Management Program is dedicated to helping its citizens understand what stormwater is and its impacts on our watersheds and waterways. For more info, visit buildrichmondky.com and click on the Stormwater tab.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your hosts Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins as they break down, recap, and preview sports news in our area. Each Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON TV Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
Well, welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. Well, the first 2 days of the districts were packed with awesome game moments. For a recap and highlights from all those games, here's WBON TV sports reporter and anchor Dawson Roll.
Districts have started off amazing this year. While the first round is over, and 2 of our team seasons are unfortunately over, the games were still a blast. Today's going to be all about recapping those matchups so far. So let's begin with Monday's stretch, featuring Model and Madison Central. The first game was the girls. The Lady Indians team won by 50 in an easy first-round game. Natea Strader was the MVP, and she led the way in scoring. Although Bailey Hensley was 5 of 18 from the floor, she still added in 13 points and had a big game with 8 boards. Now the ladies play Southern Girls Friday night for the 44th District Crown. It's going to be a great one. Now, on the topic of that game, let's give a quick shout-out to the Model Girls. The 4 Patriots seniors all played hard and deserve some recognition. Alyssa Hudson, Paige Mattingly, Peyton Sparks, and Avery Tuttle all played their final game Monday and will be remembered for the great times and games they played while at Model. For the boys' side, things were a lot the same in terms of the score. The Indians won big and Robbie Todd was the MVP. The Indians have 2 more days to prepare for rival Southern in the Big District Championship Friday night also. Model season ended, but their 3 seniors pulled away in the final game. Kel Vickers had 10 and Keshav Bendari added 9, while Jude Vickers added in some points too. Kale also led his team in rebounding with 6 as the Patriots season ended. Here are some highlights from those games.
Campbell gets a steal. Strader on the fast break, an easy layup for her. 11-0 Madison Central.
By Tuttle on that play.
Campbell open for three. A deep shot. Man, right between the eyes from the college three-point line. Feed Bandari had her defender on her hip. Tough shot and banks it home with Strader right there on her. Morrison's really again started to pick up his playing time. Oh my! Jaden West up high and down hard with a two-handed slam. Kick it around. Vickers open three, left wing, and it's good.
Yeah, that was the opposite jinx. There you go, model.
Bounce pass stolen away from Davis. Jalen will outlet to Todd. Robbie, man, little tomahawk action.
NBA jam right there. Robbie Todd.
Now, last night's game featured the girls and boys edition of Southern versus Berea. The girls' game was revenge for Southern as they blew Berea out of the gym. The Lady Pirates only managed 13 points last night, and they struggled to hit shots they usually get. Maddie King only had 2 points, and Abby Beard added in only 2 also. As a team, the Lady Pirates shot 10% from the field, which is a tough night to shoot poorly as their season's now over. Southern, on the other hand, shot 52% from the field, led by the MVP youngin, Hadley French. She had 21 and led her team on offense all night long. Good game, Hadley. The Lady Eagles were just out there having fun, and now they're gearing up to try and win the 44th District again. They'll meet rival Madison Central, who's been on a roll this season, so it's going to be another awesome matchup. The final game last night was a thriller, as Southern survived a scare from the Berea Pirates team trying to pull off what would have been the biggest upset in Kentucky districts this year. Southern won 73-58, but the game was down to 2 or 3 points down the stretch. Zach Hudson had 22 points, but Southern may be worried about this upcoming district title, as Jay Rose went out of the game with an ankle injury last night and maybe 50-50 to play for Friday. On the other hand, Berea played a gritty, tough game. 2 different players had to come out at different times due to bleeding. Let's see some highlights from both games to showcase the Berea vs. Southern thriller and excitement from the Lady Eagles last night.
French in a hurry. Lays it off to Sandlin. Steps in for a long 2 and puts it in. Offensive rebound kicked out to Wooten for 3. And that one's good. Hit every part of the rim imaginable to Brewer. Layup no. Banderman right there to put it back in. And a double-double now through 3 quarters for Tommy Banderman. Here's Davidson. Avery. Count the basket and a foul.
That was our first 2 nights in districts. Now I'm gearing up for the championships Friday night. Congratulations to all 4 of our teams on hard-fought games Monday and Tuesday. And for the ones who had their seasons end, get ready, because next season is already a day closer. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And tonight, make sure to tune in to the weekly sports show live at Gillham's, where all the district games will be discussed.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports report. A lot of great basketball right here in the area in the last couple of days, and looks like we got plenty more coming this way. We're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got lots more news coming up right here live at 5.
WBON TV9 is proud to be your source for local news, local weather, and local sports. At WBON TV9, we pride ourselves on being the local leader when something happens in our area. Channel 9 reaches nearly 900,000 people with our over-the-air coverage. WBON TV9 is also the #1 source you turn to locally for news on Facebook and WBONTV.com. Now you can enjoy all the local news, weather, and sports each weekday afternoon. Join us each weekday from 5 to 5:30 for the Live at 5 newscast. It's streaming on the WBON TV Facebook page, YouTube channel, Roku channel, and our live player on WBONTV.com. And of course on Richmond's first TV channel, available on Spectrum Channel 712, Urban Community Television, PRTC Cable, and Channel 9.1 over the air. WBON TV, where every local story starts here.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey Madison County, did you know Berea Ace Hardware is more than just a hardware store? Berea Ace Hardware carries the top brands like Skag, Echo, Steel, Spartan, Toro, Bentelli e-bikes, Wolf brand scooters, Trailmaster go-karts, and Red Cat Racing RC cars. Check us out at BereaAce.com. We sell fun at Berea Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Looking for some fun? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Grill has you covered every Tuesday starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. Area residents and interested parties last night gathered at a public information meeting to get the latest on one of Governor Andy Beshear's top transportation priorities, the Magoffin County, Floyd County segment of the long-awaited Mountain Parkway expansion project. About 300 people attended the open house format meeting at Magoffin County High School in Salyersville. The project team and personnel from the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet provided information about the preliminary alignment of a cross-country segment that is the preferred route for extending the parkway from Salyersville, where it currently ends, to Prestonsburg. Meeting attendees were able to review the latest maps and exhibits and discuss the geographical challenges and unique features with project engineers and other representatives. The latest phase of the project in eastern Magoffin County and Floyd County is part of a 46-mile transformation to improve highway safety and support economic developments by connecting the rest of the Commonwealth to the Appalachian region. The preferred option of extending the parkway to Prestonsburg by cutting a new cross-country corridor would cause fewer disruptions and property impacts to homes and businesses that would expanding the parkway along the current Kentucky 114 corridor. To advance this final segment of the Mountain Parkway expansion to construction, Kentucky Transportation Cabinet and its partners are collecting more detailed environmental and geotechnical information on the preferred cross-country corridor. This includes crews performing surveys. That's going to end us today on Live at 5. Tonight we join a special edition of the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show live over at Gillham's. We've got Samantha, Michael, and Dawson. They're going to be talking basketball. We'll see you guys later and have a wonderful night. See you right here live at 5 tomorrow.
The Law Office of Patrick O'Neill and Nuevo Vallarta. And now let's go live with your host, Michael Watkins and Samantha